Hi and welcome back to my channel, Rebecca Marie Creative. If you love seeing all my Book Nook content, please hit the subscribe button as we've still got one more shop to go, as well as all the other little intricate details. But today we're doing the Quidditch supply stores. I previously did Ollivander's, which you can see as a YouTube tutorial by clicking on more of my videos, and I will put the link below in the bio. A lot of people have also asked me where the Book Nook is from, and again I will put that link in the bio as well. So for the Quidditch supply store, I actually had to make some more wood pieces, and I used Basswood and my Cricut Maker to do that. I then wanted to colour in all the pieces, so I used like a red, a yellow and a brown to create this sort of burnt orange look, which is the same colours that is used on the Quidditch supply stores down Diagon Alley. I then finished painting them all off, all the little pieces, bar the top windows because they are purple. And then I got round to creating some bunting. I used the Hogwarts colours, and I just used a pencil to continue the same size and shape of my bunting triangles with each colour, and just used a pair of scissors to create each part of the bunting, and then stuck them on to some twine using some PVA clear dry glue to create little bunting for my windows. Next, it was time to create the back of the store, and I have used acrylic paints. I used this sort of pastel grey blue colour, which went perfectly with the same colour match as the film version of the Quidditch supply store. And I started with this as a base layer. I did 2 layers of this, before then moving on to a dark grey colour for some intricate details for cracks in the wall, as well as creating some texture on the wall itself, as it's not quite brickwork, it's kind of like plastered textured walls, if you know what I mean. And then I did, through the little peak gaps where some of that plaster has dropped off, some brickwork, and I just used a light cream colour for the middle of the bricks and then a brownie ready colour for the brickwork. I then just created the background in a simple grey colour. I did originally use a stencil like to draw around the windows, however I realised because that there's a little bit of depth to these shops, it's probably best I just paint the full thing grey. And then I wanted to create for my front window the same sort of designs that are in the Diagon Alley shop for the film. So I created the Firebolt promo design that is in the front of the shop using images from Cricut Design Space to cut out, and then assembled them together like so using fine tweezers, PVA glue as well, and then I attached that to the back of my window before applying it to the wall. I also created on my Cricut Maker some gold vinyl lettering for the sign that goes above the shop window as well. It was really easy to create and looks really pretty with some beautiful cut machine lettering as well. I then assembled all the extra basswood pieces that I created. So I made this little crest for the top of the door area. I made this rectangle for protruding out the Quidditch sign, which it does on the Quidditch store's shop window as well, so I just wanted to give a more 3D effect. Always use clear dry glue if you're like me and you get it a bit messy, and then added in those vinyl letters that I created as well, and stuck the crest in the middle of the shop front banner. I also created, using polymer clay with the Arteza clay, some Quidditch balls, so some quaffles, some bludgers and some snitches for my shop windows, as well as a side shop sign as well. And I used some little eyelets so that I could hang them up with invisible thread. With some of the leftover basswood scraps, I used a craft knife to create some triangles to create some pennants for my windows as well. So then I used acrylic and painted them the different colours using stripes for the different houses: Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff and Slytherin. I attached some curtains to the top window as I didn't want to have too much distraction from what is going on in the windows, since I put so much into the display windows. I then assembled everything together, popped the door on, and I used that transparent adhesive vinyl again for the windows for the front door as well, to give a nice magical appearance. And I used PVA clear dry glue to assemble everything together, as well as those extra basswood signs that I created for the front of the store. I needed to create a few little supports for underneath what you're seeing that I've glued together now, but apart from that it stuck together fine. And then that's it. That's how I created the Quidditch supply store. I think it's really beautiful, looks fantastic, and is really helping me create an accurate magical world of Harry Potter alongside the Ollivanders that I created last time. And if you'd like to see more Book Nook tutorials, please do subscribe to see the next tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and thank you very much for coming by.